All right, moms, you've got energy, you've got time, you've got them sexy ruched clothes showing off your bump, but let's get you feeling really good. So this is a quick 20-minute heart pumping flow. Great to get you energized, to get you stretched out. It's perfect for right when you wake up in the morning, or if you're coming home from work and you somehow have a bunch of energy that I never had when I was pregnant. But go for it. You've got this. So put on some stretchy pants, get your mat, and let's get flowing. Hey mamas, all right, let's just get right on into it. So we just woke up, we're trying to just loosen up our bodies, start to feel good. So I want you just to start swaying a little bit side to side. So you're just going to just slowly sway. It's like all of the tons of rocking you're going to be doing with that baby as soon as they're out. Just get them used to the motion now. So letting your arms make bigger, wider circles, starting to get that blood pumping, opening up those round ligaments that might be tight in the morning or right when you get up from sitting for a while. Getting into that low back, since that always is a very tight area, especially because we have all of that weight coming onto our hips. Now, bending your arms at the elbows, start to really get a little bit deeper into this twist and move, being really soft, gentle, and supple with your knees, not trying to keep them stiff-legged at all. We're really into this fluid movement. And then slowly bringing yourself back down to center. Hands on your hips. Let's just start with some hip circles. So bringing them back and wide, pushing them forward. Again, starting just with really small circles and then building your way up depending on how comfortable you are and the tightness is. And then switch directions, going the opposite way. Warming up those ligaments. Our whole goal of our practice today is 1, to build stamina and strength, and 2, to help you find space in your body for that baby. Once they get head down and as they start to get bigger, they tend to get just happy in one side, constantly kicking you in the ribs on the other side. So we're just trying to get them moving around, feeling that space. Coming back to neutral again, I'm never locking out my legs. My knees are bent. I want you to place your hands on your hips again, and we're going to do a standing cat and cow. So just a very gentle bend in my knees. I'm going to squeeze my shoulders together behind me, lifting my throat up, not dropping my head back, but pulling my throat forward, feeling this stretch across the front of my chest. And then I'm going to exhale, roll my back, pull baby into my belly. Inhale. One more time in each direction, open. Exhale and shut it back up. All right. Hands come back to your side. Now, whenever we do any side bends, we're not trying to engage our obliques. We're just trying to stretch. So you want to make sure you're supporting yourself to pull yourself back up so that we can try to avoid that diastasis recti. So sliding your right hand down your right thigh, force your support. Inhale that left arm around and up, and just lean for a little side bend. Keep both feet firmly rooted into the ground. And then inhale, come on up, opposite side. Left hand slides down your left leg for support. Circle that right arm around and up, leaning over, just feeling this opening in your ribs, in your side body. Exhale your arm back and around, and we're going to start with some squats just to really get that heart rate pumping and up. So once again, your knees are comfortable and soft. Make them wider to accommodate your belly because we will be trying to go all the way down. But start gradually and then see if you get more depth as we go. Inhale, hands are wide, circling your arms up to the sky. Feel your side bodies grow tall. Hands meet in prayer position, and then exhale. As your hands come down through your midline, you're going to sit your hips back, down into the wall behind you. Hands come down. My knees are wide, accommodating my belly. Scoop around and up. I'm always keeping my head above my heart. Exhale, come on down. Feel that bend, opening, inhaling on your way up. 2 more times. Exhale. Now my hands aren't passively just in this prayer position. I'm pushing them into each other, working on some chest strength. Inhale, circle up. Last one. Exhale, circle your hands down and pause. Hands come down to your knees. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Heels are in, toes are out. Hands are resting on top of your knees for shoulder dips. Inhale, straighten out your spine. Exhale, drop that left shoulder down as you look over your right. I'm pushing my left hand into my left knee, helping to open up my hips a little bit wider. And then inhale, back up towards the neutral. Exhale, going to the other side. Right shoulder dips down, looking over your left. And inhale, coming back towards neutral. Hands meet back at that prayer. Pushing down through your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs to come on up to standing. Bring your feet in back together and step to the front of your mat. Now, if you have a block, it can help you just to get the floor more accessible to you. It brings the floor up to you if you can't get down. You can use a book. If you have it in your practice that you don't even need one, there you go. But I'll show you how to use one just in case. So placing that block at the front of your mat, feet are hip distance apart, thinking about your posture, your alignment. My knees are soft. We tend to get this lordosis, this flip of the spine, and I want you to try and just pull your hips under, crunching this baby into you, feeling your core straight and strong. And then here we go. Inhale, circle your arms around and up to the sky. Hinging at your hips, you're going to exhale and come down, keeping those knees soft. Hand comes down to that block. Let your head hang. Use the block for support if you need to. You can use your hands on your shins if that's what you have to use. And then inhale, halfway lift. So you're flexing your back muscle, working on some core strength here. And then exhale, forward fold. Sit your hips back like you're sitting into a chair. Bring your hands to your knees. Lift your head above your heart. And then slowly, igniting those glutes, push yourself up to standing. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Circle your arms around and up to the sky. Holding baby in, shoulders are sinking down away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Coming down to that block. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten your legs, flexing your back. Exhale, forward fold. Now sit your hips back. Release your hands down off that block. Igniting those glutes. Inhale, circle your arms around and up to the sky. Exhale your hands down through your heart center, placing them on your hips. Step your left leg to the middle of your mat and take a big step back with your right leg, coming into a crescent lunge. So my hips are facing forward on my mat. 10 toes are going in the same direction. My back heel is up. We're working on that strength in our legs now. So inhale, circle your arms around and up, straightening up both of your legs. Exhale, drop your right knee down towards the mat. It does not need to touch, and you can go as long or as short as you need to. And then inhale, come on up. We're going to add our arms into cactus arms. So dipping your knee back down, open your arms out wide, squeezing them behind you, opening up your chest. Inhale up, one more. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Drop your right heel down and open up into warrior two. So let's check our alignment real quick. Our right leg is firmly planted on the ground. All planes of your foot are on that mat. Your left thigh and your left toes are going in the same direction, and you can see your toes. Make sure that you haven't, you're not like, you're protecting the integrity of that ankle. Extending your arms out to either side. You're going to sink down into warrior two. So it's a strength building posture. We're building up a lot of strength in that leg. Inhale. Exhale. we're going to go into reverse warrior. So inhale, lean forward. When you can't lean anymore, flip that left hand over, slide your right hand down your thigh, and open up, lifting back to the back part of your mat, feeling that stretch on that left side body. Let's do it again. Coming back to warrior two. Inhale, lean forward. Flip that palm, your hand's a paintbrush. Paint the ceiling and come back into your warrior two. So it's a strength pose, it's warrior. So your legs are starting to feel a little tight. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And exhale, left elbow comes down to your left knee. Sweep that right arm down, and keeping your gaze low, lift your right arm up to the sky. Now, if you want to challenge your balance, you can lift your head and your gaze to look at your top fingers, but that might not be accessible to everyone. So just go with what's comfortable for you. Now, using that front leg strength, your left leg, push yourself back up to standing. Heel toe in your back foot just a little bit, shortening your stance. And we're going to go into triangle pose. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, lean forward. 2 straight legs this time. And if you can't lean anymore, you just drop your hands, coming into triangle pose. Now, some of you might be able to bring your hand down to the floor. Maybe you're on your shin. If you have a block, feel free to rest your hand on that block. Anything that just makes this comfortable for you. So you should feel this totally yummy stretch down your back, along your inner thigh. This feels so good, and it's a really good pose to help prepare for childbirth. On your next inhale, pull yourself back up to standing. Turn your toes now to face the front of your mat. Pull your heels in. Your toes are at a 45-degree angle. Inhale your arms up to the sky for 5-pointed star. Exhale, we're going to do sunflowers. It's just what you want to do when you're pregnant, pick up sunflowers. So you're going to exhale. Sumo squat your knees wide. Scoop your arms down. Inhale and come up. And then exhale, come into a sumo squat. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop your sunflowers. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale up and squat. Perfect. Now bring your hands to your knees. Slowly pull yourself to standing. And we're going to turn to face the back of our mat. So stepping back to the back of your mat now. We're going to go into the opposite side. Here we go. Inhale your arms around and up to the sky. Hands come down through your heart center to your hips. Step your right foot into the middle of your mat. Step a big step back with that left foot. Hips are facing the back of your mat. 10 toes are going the same direction. Your back heel is up. Straighten out both legs. Exhale. Dip it down with those cactus arms. Inhale up. Exhale. Dip with a cactus arm. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Dip with your cactus arms. Inhale up. Drop your left heel down. Open up into warrior two. So once again, check that alignment. Left leg straight and strong. Pinky edge side. Whole plane of your foot's down. Right thigh, right toes going in the same direction. Sinking down into your warrior two. Inhale up. Straighten it all up. And then exhale. Sink it down. Now we're set. We're going to go into those reverse warriors. So inhale, lean forward. Flip that front palm. Exhale, reverse. Coming back to warrior two. Inhale, lean forward. Flip that palm. Exhale, reverse. 1 more time. Inhale, back to warrior two. Lean it forward and then reverse. Now your last time, coming back to warrior two. Your legs are starting to get tired, I know. Drop that right elbow down into your right knee. It can rest there, that's okay. Let your hips travel further down onto the floor. Drop that left arm down. Inhale, pull your left arm up to the sky, keeping your gaze low just to make sure your balance is there. And then you can lift it higher as you feel ready and supported. All right, rising back up, bringing your arms to parallel, straighten out both legs. Heel toe in that back foot just a little bit to shorten your stance. And we're gonna go into triangle pose. So inhale, 2 straight legs. Lean towards the back of your mat. When you can't lean anymore, bring your hands down into your triangle pose. If you want to put your hand on that block to bring the floor up closer to you, you can definitely do that. Always gaze starts low and then you can lift it. Going into your breath, don't hold your breath. Inhale in and exhale. Slowly bring yourself back up to parallel. Inhaling, lifting yourself back up. Exhaling your hands down. Turn to face the back of your mat. Step your back foot up. And we're going to come down to the mat. So coming all the way down, we're going to come into some butterfly legs, just to stretch those legs out one more time. Grab your ankles, your feet. You can try to open up your feet if you're starting to get that feet pain at the end of the night because of all the pressure or edema, the swelling of your feet. It's good to give them a lot of love and massage. But just opening up your feet like you would open up the pages of a book, helping to stretch out those tendons. And then coming back to your butterfly, your Baddha Konasana, flap those little butterfly wings for me, just to release any tension you might have in your hips. And then extend your right leg long, bring your left leg in. Inhale, circle your arms around and up to the sky. Twist so that you're coming over this right leg, but off to the side for your baby. And just lean into it a little bit, keeping your right toes flexed. Again, baby's there, we can't go far, but I want you to feel this big stretch behind your right leg. And then inhale and come up. Pull that right leg in and let's switch to the opposite side. Left leg goes out, right leg is in, sitting up tall, feeling that foundation. Inhale your arms around and up. Twist over that long leg and exhale, rolling it down. Flexing your left toes back, building more strength in that calf. Also, this helps to protect if you're getting those Charlie horses at night or those cramps in your calf muscles. This is a great stretch to do before bed. And then inhale and come on up. And I am going to leave us in our final pose today in child's pose. So we've just had a very big heart pumping and thumping flow. And I want to bring you back down, get you calm, get you ready for your day. So coming on to your mat, your knees are as wide as the mat, definitely wide to accommodate your baby, as wide as you want to take them. Try to bring your big toes back to touch. And then you're slowly going to walk your elbows forward and then maybe lower your head down to the mat. And just laying here for a moment, feeling the release happening around your low back. This is an amazing low back stretch. You can keep your arms extended out in front. If it's more comfortable for you, you can always scoop them around behind you by your feet. But just take a moment here to connect back to the mat, to center, to let it all go. Then slowly extending your arms back out in front of you if they're not already. Walking your hands back towards your hips. I want you to turn and to come in just to a comfortable seated position. Taking these last moments before we set off on our day, just to reconnect with our baby, reconnect, recenter, reaffirm ourselves that we are empowered, we are strong, and we are able to do this. So rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and start to connect with baby. Closing your eyes, picturing that little nose, those 10 tiny toes. See what I did there? I'm just kidding. All right. So taking a deep breath in through your nose, feel your hand above your chest rise. You're filling up your heart. You're bringing in all that cool air. And as you exhale, hug baby in. Maybe rub that belly. Give them some love. One more inhale. Feel your ribs expand. Bring all that oxygen into your body. It's just shooting into your lungs, into your bloodstream, and going down to feed your baby. And then exhale. Hug baby back in. You can stay here as long as your time allows, connecting with your baby, focusing, having a little silent meditation about how strong, how amazing, how blessed, how equipped you are to do this. But when you are ready, I would like you to release your arms down and inhale. Circle them up, grabbing in all of the positivity, the goodness of the world, grabbing it in your hands and pulling it down to your heart. Going forth, let there be peace and love in your thoughts, peace and love in your words, and peace and love in your heart. From my heart to yours, and that one beating fiercely inside your chest. Namaste.